Hello friends! Happy 2020! If you're sitting here in front of me, that means you made it through some crazy, sometimes maybe uncomfortable situations or tough stuff that you had to do. I'm sorry I didn't make a video for a while here on YouTube. I was having fun with family and buying presents and just enjoying the holidays. So back to business. Something that I wanted to talk about today is fight or flight. So if you've been through trauma, or you say you're bullied, or any kind of experience that really, when you're younger, really hit you hard, any kind of abuse, you could be considered always on guard. And the problem with that is that it's exhausting, as you know. Like, I don't have to tell you. So what I have been doing lately, practicing, is if I'm afraid of something, like say, like this morning, I just couldn't get moving. And then I thought, if I do some exercise, it'll give me some energy. And then the thought of exercising started to make me really anxious. So what I've had to do, because the fight or flight response is like I had a doctor say to me once in the ER, I went in really depressed and at my wit's end, and he said, it's like this. Stephanie, when you are in fight or flight, it's like a bear is chasing you, but you're making your kids lunges. That doesn't match up. And so we have to teach our physiological response. We have to retrain our brain of what's okay and what's not okay. And I always tell you, I'm not a doctor, but this is my own experience. So I got my workout stuff on and I actually ran 8K. And I feel a lot calmer because I did it. And for me, I have to do, as I've shared with you in many of my videos, I have to do something that then makes me do something else. So if I know I want to shower, I know that getting sweaty at the gym or for a run is a good way to get me going on my day. And so because I went running, my bed, my sheets are in the washer right now. I'm showered, I'm dressed, I blow dry my hair, which I didn't want to do. So by doing the opposite of, instead of just sitting on the couch, probably still being in my bathrobe, and it's going on 1 o'clock on a Saturday, and I don't get very many days off, so I need to just really enjoy them. Getting, going and exercising, even though I was anxious about it, you can go, okay, I feel it, I acknowledge it, it's there, and then I do whatever I should be doing. So instead of being anxious about working out, and can I do it, and I gotta get up, and a little bit of anxiety about how I was gonna get moving. As you know, the bipolar brain is so complicated. I just went and did it, and that's how you retrain your brain. Because if you don't do it, then you know you should do the certain activity. It's then a burden because now you didn't do it, or you procrastinated it all day, and you just start to feel worse and worse. So another example, something I'm excited to share, is like I can go into a grocery store now and not be afraid. I still sort of disassociate from people around me. I got my cart. I know what I'm there for. Once in a while, I am practicing it, being mindful of the people around me, like being mindful that there's other humans around me. But I don't feel anxious. And with bipolar comes a lot of shame, and so there's things that I've done or people that I don't want to see, and I can be very afraid of going into a grocery store. So now I go in, and my attitude is I have things I need to get, and I deserve to be in here just as much as anyone else does, and I'm fine. Now, what I'm saying is that there's the anxiety, and it's there, and it doesn't go away. But for me, it's dissipating now that I go into the grocery store, and I just keep going. And I'm actually, even to overcome the anxiety, if I see someone I know, they don't see me, instead of hiding from them, I will say, "Hey, how are you?" Because I want to teach my brain that I am safe in a grocery store, that I am safe in a public place. And so I am becoming, in situations that I am facing, climatized to. That's the word I like to use. It's like when it's cold, but then maybe you get used to how cold it is in the room, and it's not cold anymore because you've climatized to it. So that's what I'm working on in regards to trauma and fear of other people and anxiety. I did a support group this past fall, and it was fun, it was interesting, and it was nice to connect with other people that are bipolar. So comment below what you're working on, or do you relate to anything that I said, or are you trying to be more acclimatized to things that you're scared of? And I'm gonna say it like, everyone, bipolar or not, is afraid of stuff. And so I think that the stigma and the shame that comes with mental illness, people like me who talk about it, I've learned, and it's been humbling, that just because I talk about it doesn't mean that, the woman or man beside me doesn't struggle. They just don't happen to say anything. And so don't be so afraid of everything, thinking what a mess I am, when there's lots of people that everyone has a story. And it blows my mind what other people who are so-called got it all together, are struggling with. So my challenge to you this week is to, like today, if you're just gonna sit inside your house, but you'd be better to go out. Sometimes I just go out, not to buy anything, but just it's good for my head. And so I challenge you to not stay stuck. I like what one of my friends said. There's the thing that you're afraid of, and then there's the thing that you do the thing you're afraid of, and then you realize all the hours and time, sometimes years, you've spent on worrying about the thing when you should have just did it and got it over with, so it's off your back. So don't procrastinate. And I am gonna try to do as many videos as I can every week. And there's some exciting plans this year that I'm looking forward to sharing. So that's the challenge of the day. What are you afraid of? Acknowledge the fear and anxiety, but go do the thing that you know you should do, that you know that you can do. And understand, the more times I go to the grocery store, the more I'm going to become climatized. And I'm realizing all of a sudden one day I'm in the lettuce section and I'm like, I'm not afraid of the grocery store anymore. It's really something. So have a good Saturday, and I'm gonna try to do things more frequently. Would you please, those that have subscribed, comment, or you can private message me on Facebook, or if you can here, Stephanie Brown on Facebook. You'll recognize me by my face if there's a million other Stephanie Browns. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to learn about? And I just want to thank you to all of you for subscribing, and know that way you feel today is not forever. Every day is a new day, because I want you to be okay. And if you're not okay, reach out and I can direct you to some good resources. And if you're not from Canada, I'll do my best to help out by finding out some information. But you can do that yourself too. And always use the 1-800 numbers if you need to vent because you're having a hard time. Well, bye. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Well, because I'm bipolar, we'll see how I'm feeling. And remember, you are awesome. You are so ridiculously smart. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. And so many people care about you. And just love yourself because you deserve the best. Bye.